Joining us now, defensive coordinator Manny Diaz. Okay, so we just saw that sack off the corner blitz by Quandre Diggs. Carrington Bindum also had one. Is this a new wrinkle we're going to see in the scheme?
Well, it's not a new wrinkle. It's kind of part of what we've been. You know, one of the things we talk about in this defense is we sort of have interchangeable parts. When you have a day where you have two corners that both register sacks, we talked about the defensive ends. We want to know when their interceptions are going to come because we will drop those guys into coverage. But we are an equal opportunity pass rushing team, and we like to have a lot of guys change up and get after the quarterback, and it was fun to see two corners and a linebacker get sacks.
We've seen Alex Okafor play great all season, but Saturday he was something else. Have you seen him play with even more fire in his belly since you guys lost Jackson Jeffcoat?
It's really hard to put into words how important Alex has been, and everybody sees the big plays he makes, but it's Tuesday at practice, it's Wednesday at practice, it's the hustle plays. You know, I mean, he can do the individual brilliance things of just, you know, the sacks and whatnot, but Alex's his effort and intensity has really gone to another level. And as a senior, it's great for him because it's going to help him down the road. It is so vital for our football team. And that play right there, potentially to force a fumble, you know, in a crucial situation in the game, we're relying on him. We got to have him, and he's been great for us.
I won't ask you to relive that second quarter, but the second half, talk to me about the adjustments that you guys made to hold Kansas the way you did in that second half.
Yeah, we felt we played really well in the first quarter. We played really poorly in the second quarter on two drives that really got us. We went at halftime. We didn't panic. We knew we were disappointed in what we'd allowed. Kansas, to their credit, had done some things that they had not done in the last 4 games that we had to sort of adjust to. But you know, there's some X and O's and there's some things like that, but the credit goes to the players. Those guys, and again, it really starts with Alex and Kenny. Leading our guys at half, coming out of the locker room, but they just decided that they were not going to be denied, and we were dominant in the third quarter. And really a shame we had the pass interference penalty in the fourth. Really would have been our fifth 3-and-out of the game, but we took control of the game and gave ourselves a chance to win the football game.
What was said in the locker room at the half?
You know, some things not worth repeating. You know what I mean? But no, I mean there was an intensity, but there was not a panic. You know, and the guys knew that we had to come out swinging, but all of our attention was swinging at Kansas. You know, nobody was pointing fingers, nobody was upset at anybody else. There were some things that we had to go on the board and get fixed, but we came out and it was all guns blazing at Kansas.
Kansas put the ball on the ground 4 times. Texas was able to recover 1 of those. Mac Brown talked on Rewind Monday about the necessity of recovering those fumbles. But tell me, is it more about the luck of the bounce, or is that something you can really coach?
Well, it's interesting you bring that up. There's been studies done, you know, about fumble recovery and whether that's luck involved. And I know that the more of a defense swarms, the more people get to the football, the more you have a chance. And when we see those plays where we did not get on the ball, we always analyze, is there a guy that could have had a shot at getting it? The one time, you know, Kenny knocks into the guy, the ball falls right back in his lap. Alex just fumbled the ball. Kenny's right there on it. You wouldn't back another guy on our football team to come up with this ball. The ball just runs right back to 29 right there. So, you know, some of these plays, this one it doesn't have a chance to just sort of bounce right back to him. I know this, if you keep hitting the guy hard enough, when the ball keeps coming out, sooner or later it's going to come your way. So we keep preaching the way we're tackling, being more physical, things like that. The good breaks will start to come.
Looking ahead to Texas Tech, okay? Seth Doege is leading the 3rd most efficient passing offense in the country. What makes him so dangerous?
Well, he's a senior. He's very experienced, has a very experienced group of wide receivers. They've been in the scheme for a long time, so they have great timing, great understanding of where they are on the field and what's open. And I think the biggest change for them this year are some of these throws deep to the outside. You know, he's throwing a better deep ball than he has in the past, and the guys down the field are going down there and getting it, winning some one-on-one jump ball battles. So they're quite a challenge, but it still starts with you have to stop the run, you know, and try and make them one-dimensional, and they'll be a great challenge for our defense because of that.
You mentioned the run. They're definitely more well-known for their passing game, but we have seen them run the ball. West Virginia, for sure. What is their biggest threat there? What challenge do they present in their running game?
Well, they have outstanding backs, first of all. So the guys that they can hand the ball to are really good football players. But then beyond that, because they spread you so wide on the field, they put a stress on your defense, because if everybody packs in, they'll throw a screen, and to them, screens are runs as well. So they really make you defend sideline to sideline, which is what, you know, spread teams do in this day and age. And when they do that, they spread apart their defense, which makes them miss tackle, you know, crucial, which is what we've seen all year. So we've got to play great. I mean, they're going to be a really good offensive football team. They're going to get yards. They can't get points. You know what I mean? We have to limit the amount of points, and we know how we do that. We saw that a little bit last week. If we don't give up long touchdowns, and then we can get some stops in the red zone, force some turnovers, win on third down. Those are the things that that's what this defense believes in, and that's what we got to get back to playing all the time.
Cool. Thank you so much, Coach Diaz.
My pleasure.